All right, Easy Agent Proers, welcome to the webinar. Today we're going to be talking about getting 2K leads in your business. I'm going to be breaking down tactics to do that, showing you examples of people who've done that, and just sort of explaining how that can impact your business. So give me a 1 if you can hear me. Sometimes people lag out here and can't hear me. And we're going to get started in a few minutes here. Let me just grab a drink of water. Will this be recorded? Yeah, this webinar will be recorded and sent out. All right, hopefully that wasn't too loud. Just need to get a drink of water there. So I'm just going to be breaking down how you can get 2K leads in your business, whether that's your first 2K leads or whether that's, you're an expert and you're going from, 50K to, 52K, and you can do that in just like a day. If you're an advanced person, you can do this in a day, or not. So, let's just get right into it, what we're going to learn in that. I like to get right into it and keep these things rolling. Sometimes I talk too fast, but that's why there is a replay. So I am Tyler, have been featured on Inman, GoDaddy's blog, Trulia, Business Insiders, The Real Estate Word, the creator of Lead Sites, Easy Agent Pro, where I think we're up to like 150,000 agents come to get their information about growing their real estate business. And today we're going to be talking about getting 2K leads, which really, really matters. I remember my first 2K leads. I went from being just not being able to do anything to being able to do a whole lot. So really important thing you need to understand, especially in real estate. Right now, the market is doing, we're starting to experience a little bit of trouble, right? If you don't have listings, it's hard to make money. So getting 2K leads is a great way to prevent yourself from being susceptible to downfalls in this industry. So if you're waiting for a sign, if you're wondering, is this something that I should be watching? Should I go play golf right now? Should I go hang out with my friends? This webinar is for you if you're not making money in real estate. Drop a 1 in chat if you're not making as much money in real estate as you wish you were. Yeah, exactly. It's no, I mean, I'm not making as much money as I want to be, right? We all have goals. We all want to be, 2x, 50% greater, whatever it is in a year. And one of the best ways to do that is through getting leads, right? It's through getting leads and emails. And you may be saying, Tyler, well, that's obvious. It's obvious, but still, so many businesses struggle without getting 2K leads in their business. And that can be 2K leads a week, 2K leads a month, 2K leads a year. You can take days off. You can prospect less. You can be that agent who has all the business coming to them. You can hire buyer's agents. You can hire an admin. You can do it. And all you need is this one thing that I'm going to be showing you in the webinar today. I'm going to be literally showing you a copy paste thing that you can go do and get this in your business. And you may be wondering right now, Tyler, why are you showing me like a field outside of a house? Well, this is actually, I blurred out the address. This is actually where I grew up. It is a field in the middle of frickin' nowhere, Wisconsin. I'm not some genius here. I'm the guy who grew up in the middle of the wilderness with like some pine trees out there, right? The internet, we didn't have internet until I was like in high school. I'm not one of those people who came out of the womb like Mark Zuckerberg and is some genius, right? Anybody can do this if they set their mind to it and follow the simple system that I'm going to be showing you today. It's just going to be a simple Facebook system that you can use to get 2K leads this week, this month, this year, whatever you want to do in your business. And I want to show you this because so often, even myself, you look out there and you're like, gosh, how can I ever become that? Insert the person you want to be, right? Insert the person who is sitting there right now. Like, think about it. Just pause for a second and think of the person who already is doing the production you are doing, right? Drop a 4 in chat if you know someone right now who's doing the production that you want to be doing, right? Drop the 4. Yeah, see, I'm seeing a lot of 4s, right? And the reason you want to be them and you think that's so far away is you think like there's something special. I'm here to show you that this is something that anybody can do. Someone from the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, can figure out how to make Facebook work and then turn it into real profit for business. Look at these people. Look at these agents. All they're doing is finding ways to get leads in their businesses I'm going to show you how these people are getting multi-million-dollar transaction volumes through their business, through their company, using simple systems to get more leads. These guys are making a killing without doing any of the work. They're not doing the cold calling. They're not doing the dragging buyers around. They are building systems that actually make it easier to run a business on a day-to-day basis. These people can't be bogged down with those little things, and it's because they have systems in place to take care of the rest. And once you have that initial bit of leads in your business, you can actually start to use those systems, become more like these people. So here's what you're going to be learning today. I'm just going to go over the big things that you're going to be learning today to get those extra houses in your pipeline. You're going to learn how to get 2K leads for free or cheap, right? It's going to be for free or cheap. These leads are going to be coming to you into your CRM from Facebook, and you're going to figure out how to do it because I'm going to show you the exact step-by-steps way to get them in there. I'm going to show you the copy-paste way to get to 7 figures, no problem. I'm going to be showing you why most agents fail with online leads. And I'm going to be showing you how to use the internet, even if you're from Wisconsin. If anyone here is from Wisconsin, I was there. I know that it's the middle of nowhere. You can do this too. And hopefully after the webinar, you'll all be able to go out there and generate 200 leads today. So stick to the end of the webinar. I'm going to be showing you all this stuff. And right now you're probably saying, Tyler, well, that's great and all, but that's baloney, right? You can't do that. Well, do you think you could sell a house to someone who, if you had 587 leads in your inbox? How many of you think right now, if you had 587 people in your inbox, you could sell one house, right? I just say in chat, I could sell a house. Like, do you think you could sell a house if you had 587 leads? Yeah, of course you could, right? And that's a really cheap cost that's how you get free leads in your inbox. Because one person buys a house and then all of a sudden you have a bunch of leftover leads, right? I'm going to show you the exact formula to go from not having any leads to having so many leads you don't even know what to do with them, right? You can go exactly to this level of production. This person, she just started out 10 leads in the first hour. This person never could get Facebook to work, and then they followed this system and they've been getting 1 to 2 leads per day, right? Lower goals, right? It doesn't matter if you're sitting here wanting to go 1 to 2 leads a day and just like you want to take 4 days off and go play golf, that's fine. If you're sitting here and you want to handle 200 leads a day, this will work for you, and it all comes down to the same formula. The formula is the same no matter what you're doing. If you're selling insurance, if you're a mortgage person, if you're in real estate, right? I'm going to show you the formula for real estate, but you could literally copy this after you have it working for your real estate business and go out there and sell like pink Barbie doll shoes because it's that copy pastable. And so this guy, he's generating 200 leads every day that he gets close to a listing, right? And then right here, it's growing by 5,168 leads every single month, right? It's pretty easy to put in place and actually start doing if you're able to follow these simple steps, right? There's a lot of proof out there of ways to grow your business this way. It's so much easier to get 2,000 leads and sell a house than it is to cold call your way to your first deal. If you're just starting out, maybe you're in the business and you start it by cold calling. You have to call for 4 hours to generate 1 quality prospect. This can be running day and night while you do whatever you want to do and be generating prospects for now, for next month, for next quarter, and for next year, all at the same time. The opportunity there is almost endless, right? It goes from being something where you're very tied to your time and you've got to go find absolutely ninja people to cold call with you to a system where you just give people leads and they sell houses. Right? If you own this, you own the real estate market in your area. It's that powerful. Look at this guy. He goes out there and he's getting shares on his stuff. 1.5K shares, 1,000 shares, 1,100 shares. And those are just from following a system of finding something that people are interested in and getting them to engage with you. So why am I showing you this, right? Why am I showing you this? We've got a lot of people here. We've got beginners, we've got intermediate people, we've got advanced people. Why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this because it takes 400 hours to generate a cold call lead. If you want to send postcards, it takes 2K a mailing, right? Then you've got to do that over and over again, and stats say that you start getting leads around the 4th to 6th mailing, right? That's a lot of money invested. It takes 5, 10, 15 years to build up a referral network. You can start today doing this. You can start building up leads, building up an email list today for a very, very reasonable and low thing, and it can pay for itself very fast. Why is this important? I'm showing you this because it is the most easy time to do this. Like if you are watching this webinar like in 2020, if you're watching this webinar in 2020, which you're not, it's 2017, but if you're watching this in 2020, this is probably not going to work anymore. And I know that. But that's why it's so important that you do this today. Because if you do this today, you can generate 2,000 leads a month. Every year you'll have like 12,000 leads, and then when the market tanks or when it gets tougher to sell real estate, you won't need to do this anymore on Facebook. You won't need to reinvest in your business. You won't need to generate leads because you'll have a network built up. It takes it from building like 5 to 15 years to build a referral network to being able to do it in a freaking year. How many of you, drop a 1 in chat right now, if you had a referral network of 12,000 people who knew, like, and trust you, and you had your emails and some phone numbers and some names, like how many of you would be doing the level of production if you had that many people in your database that you wanted to be? Drop a 1 in chat. Drop a 1 in chat if you had that many people in your database, or if you had that many people on top of what you have right now, you'd be doing the production you want it to be, right? Drop that 1. Yeah. I'm going to grab a drink while you guys chat about that for a second. That's why it's so important, right? If you don't do this now, this is the perfect time to be doing this. This is why it's so important, why like people yell at me for talking too much about Facebook, but it's so important to do that right now, because if you do it right now and get it over with, you'll never have to do it again. You're the real estate agent that those people will use, right? 80%, 90% of people go with the first agent they go to, right? If you're their agent, if you're their agent for those 12,000 people, you have business lined up for the next decade. You can literally go to sleep for the next decade. That's why I'm showing you this right now. And here's the thing. You don't have to be a superstar agent to do this. You don't even have to have sold a house yet. You just don't. Unlike all the other methods, unlike cold calling, where they're like, well, why should I trust you over the 27 other people that called me about this FSBO? Right? You have to answer that. You have to be a superstar agent to convert those leads. That's why everyone watches those people in those Facebook groups online. That's why they watch them, right? Because those are superstar agents who have the proof, who have the social proof to answer those questions successfully. You don't have to do that. You don't have to waste tons of time cold calling. You don't have to pay a marketing team $5K. You don't have to send postcards for $2K a pop. You don't have to have a crazy network of connections. You don't have to have your face on the side of a bus for, what's that run these days, 1K, 3K, right? It's expensive marketing. It is really expensive marketing. Even compared to putting an ad in the classified. This is cheap, right? Ads in classifieds cost $15. For $15 on Facebook, you can get so much more. You don't have to be the best at anything. That's why it's so powerful. You are not trading your dollars per hours, right? And you don't have to know or do all that other stuff. Like, you can be just a normal Midwesterner just getting started, and this can work for you. So drop some ones in chat if any of this is relatable to you. Like, just drop some ones. Like, have you tried boosting posts on Facebook, right? How many people have tried boosting posts? Yeah, a few, right? How many people have tried writing blogs? How many people have tried how-to guides and read the latest thing on Inman Connect and not been able to figure it out? How many of you have tried landing pages? How many people here feel like landing pages are dead? Yep. So I used to feel that way too. I used to struggle to get people to fill out my landing pages. For the first 6 months that I did paid ads, I didn't start paid ads until about a year after we started our business. And when we started it, we were literally paying a guy, I kid you not, about $2,000 a month to manage about $8,000 a month, and we were losing nearly $1,000 for every $1,000 we spent, right? So we were spending $1,000 in ad spend, and we were actually going negative 2,000. It just wasn't working, right? And so a lot of people think landing pages are dead because they haven't figured out the code, right? You feel that way, and you're like, well, squeeze pages are dead out there because you've never seen it in your own business, and yet every ad on Facebook goes to a squeeze page. So it gets a little, you're like, well, it's not working for me. Are these dead? But then everyone's still doing it. So they're not dead, but it can feel that way. And I've been there and I know it sucks. Are you sitting there right now thinking 2K leads on Facebook seems like it can never happen? Drop a two. We've been doing a lot of ones. Drop a 2 in chat if you think 2K leads on Facebook seems like it just never, ever, ever could happen. Drop a 2 while I grab another drink of water. Yeah, if you're just starting out, that can feel insurmountable. It can just feel like absolutely insurmountable. So the problem is that as I've tried to make very clear here, the problem is that you can't grow. We all have our goals, right? No one sitting in this webinar is saying, I'm making as much money as I want to make for the rest of my life and I'm perfect. If that's you, great. Congratulations. Send me an email saying I'm very happy and that's good. But you can't grow until you figure this out. 90% of buyers and sellers are going to talk to one agent. By the way, those buyers are worth even less than they used to because you need to get sellers for those houses to buy. There's no inventory, right? Print advertising, it's not effective and it's expensive. TV, too expensive. Radio, too expensive. Cold calling, where do you get cell phone numbers in 2017? What do you do, right? Even if you want to spend time cold calling, you gotta find the cell phone numbers. And so when people tell me that it's not working for them, it's really disheartening to me, and it was disheartening in my own business because until you figure this out, there's really, really not much you can do to grow. It's really hard. And so that's why I'm so passionate about it, and that's why I put all these slides together and have these webinars, is to show you how to get leads on Facebook in 2017. All businesses need them. Not many businesses have a game plan, and most businesses they don't have all the tools. So we're gonna hop over to my browser and we're gonna go through the exact thing that you need to understand in order to generate 2K leads, whether you're looking to get to 7 figures, whether you're looking to make 50K and take 4 days off a year. It doesn't matter what your goal is. This is the formula. This is the absolute formula you need to understand, you need to master in your business, and you can do it now by just following the copy script guides. If you have a pen and paper, now would be a good time to grab it. We're going to hop to my computer. I'm going to show you some very important things. So let's get over there and let's hop over to the internet browser right now. So here we go. I've got Facebook ads up right now. But the first thing you need to understand, and you can see there's some people in here with me. The first thing you need to understand is this. I share this, if you've ever been on a webinar with me, I share this almost every time because real estate agents don't understand it. They think their commission check is their paycheck, and that is not true. Your commission check is your opportunity to not work a year from now. Your commission check is your opportunity to spend in a way so that you can take off 4 days a year from now. Your commission check is your opportunity to take off whenever you want in the future. It's why my wife and I were able to go for Russia for 2 weeks and not answer a single phone call about the business, right? If you master this, you can take big trips. If you master this, you can take time off. And if you master this, you're the person that owns the business. The biggest secret, the biggest scam, the thing that ticks me off the most about real estate is that the big brokers, KW, Coldwell, they all do it. They all tell you you're owning your business. And the truth is, the only one, you don't own your business until you own your leads. If you don't own your lead gen, if you don't generate your own leads, if you pay someone else to give you leads, that person owns your business. You don't own your business. You don't own anything, right? You own the opportunity to sell the leads that they give you. And so this is why this is my most favorite spreadsheet to bring up. So even if you see this before, just take a fresh look at it. I've dropped it in chat. I've had Chad, one of my admins, drop it in chat there. And what you need to do is, I made this like a long time. So you put these dates in here, right? There's the dates, your last 10 commission checks. And what it's going to give you is over here, the average of that, right? So many agents think very transactional. They're like, oh, I'm not taking that listing. It's only going to give me like $2,000. Watch this. Watch how important this is. Let's say we do this fantastic house right here and we get a $7,500 commission. But then we do this one right here for $1,500. That $1,500 one is still worth $6,000. This one is actually only worth $6,000. What this chart does is it trains you to own your business. It trains you to treat every client as if they're worth $6,139. So you put your dates in here, you put your last 10 commission checks in here, and you figure out the average commission check that your business gets. That way you stop thinking, oh, I'm not going to touch that one. It's only worth $1,500, right? If you put 0 in here, all of a sudden you just lost $200. You just lost $200 to play with for your marketing budget. And this is very important to understand for what I'm talking about next, right? Then what the number you have to adjust next is the number. We only touch the yellow ones, right? We only touch the yellow ones. So we've just figured out that every house we sell, every deal we do is worth $6,083. And the average referrals we get per client. So I need you to think back. If I gave you 10 clients, how many of them would give you a referral? 2, 3, 4, 5? My guess is it would be somewhere between 3 and 5 if you're a good agent, right? So if it's 5, you need to put 0.5 in there. You just divide what it is by 10. So if it's 3 divided by 10, then what it will do equals 3 divided by 10. It'll give you 0.33, and it's going to be giving you the average revenue per client. So let's say you get 3 referrals out of every 10 clients you get. And then how many clients, just think back, if you've been in the business for a while, this is for you. If you haven't been in the business for a while, put a 0 here. But how many homes do your clients buy from you? The stat right now is 89% of people would buy from the same agent again, right? So how many homes does the average client buy from you? Is it 2? Is it out of every 10 people, 1 buys a second home? 2, 3? If it's 3, put 0.33 here, right? And so what we've just figured out is that every transaction you do out of your last 10 commission checks, every transaction you did is worth $10,000. Think about that. This $1,000 transaction here, on average, is worth to your business $10,000. Isn't that amazing? Have you ever thought of your business that way? Have you ever thought of your business that way before? When you understand this, you go from being the guy who sweeps the floors at the real estate office to being the one in charge. Because then you can do some pretty amazing things. Once you understand this, then what you do is you come over here and you figure out your average lead conversion rate. So if I give you 100 leads, 100 emails, 100 people to touch who are generally opted in, gave us their information for something related to real estate, how many of them do you close within a month? 1, 2, 4? We put that number right here. Let's put 2%, right? What that means is that 2% of this is actually worth $200. $202. What that means is you can spend up to $202 per lead, and as long as you convert at 2%, you're going to make money at the end of the year. How many people in chat right now think they can generate leads for under $202? These are very low commission checks, like 1,000, 4,000, very low commission checks. 3 out of 10 people refer you someone. 3 out of 10 people come back and buy a home from you in the future. How many people think they could generate leads for less than $200. Drop a 1 in the chat if you think you could generate leads for less than $202. Drop a 1. Yeah, of course you could, right? Any blind mice could. So if that's true, right? If you just do that, what if I could today show you how to generate leads for 50 cents to $3, right? Then what you're making is like for every lead you spend $3 on, you're making $197. That sounds like a pretty great deal, right? You're like going to Chuck E. Cheese and your kid just had a birthday party there, and they're like, oh well, for every dollar you spend on tickets, you get like $200. How many tickets are you gonna buy? You're gonna buy a lot of freaking tickets, right? That's how you massively grow your business, is by understanding this, because you're able then to go there and buy a massive amount of tickets, right? You can go to Chuck E. Cheese, aka Facebook, and buy 2,000 tickets, because you know by buying 2,000 tickets, you're gonna make, on the flip side, like 20 grand. And that's pretty fantastic. So the problem is then most people, they understand that, and then they leave the webinar right now and they're like, oh man, I couldn't generate leads for $200. So I'm going to show you right now one ad campaign, one tested ad campaign from my database here that can generate you leads from 50 cents to $3 on average, depending on where you are. Just this split tested ad campaign right now. So what you're seeing on the screen is an ad targeting renters, right? We're wanting to target them to get them in the house. It's just one ad campaign. Here's what you do. You set up your page, your landing page on lead sites or on lead pages or on Instapage, or you send them to your website or whatever you want. You put that right here. And then we're going to use the headline, "Stop Throwing Money Away." What we're going to put in the text is, and this is where it gets really important, right? If you want to generate leads for $2 to $3 or less, you need to follow these 3 things. You need to say, own where you live. This just matches, if you're targeting people downsizing, your headline will say, need a more manageable home. And this will say, like, ready to downsize, question mark. You appeal to them. Click here to see the free list. You need to say click here, and you need to say free. And then you need to tell them they're seeing a list of homes, right? What's that do? That tells them what to do. That increases your click-through rate. You tell them it's free. Always say it's free in capital letters. And then you need to tell them it's a list of homes. Why? Because that way you get people who are kind of interested in real estate. See, 3 to 4 bedroom, 2 bath homes, only 15 minutes away, right? You need to appeal to somebody who is looking to move for less than it lives. Almost all of lower monthly fees than your rent. Stop throwing money away. See the 100% free list now and save money. What you're doing there is you're saying free, 100% free, click here. You're putting the URL right here. And when they click this image, they go to your landing page, right? That ad right there is going to get a click-through rate of 1 to 2%. The secret sauce is when you go up here to your audiences, you have to target your location. So I put in Kansas City because that's where I live. Shout out if anyone here is from Kansas City. And then you put in your demographic. Now here's the secret. You got to put in targeting renters, and then you got to put in $50,000 to $125,000. That way you're targeting people who can buy but are currently renting. Seems pretty easy, right? All you have to do is you have to go to Facebook, you click create a new campaign, and then we're going to target renters making $50K to $125K. And we're going to show them this ad that says save money, live in a better place, only 15 minutes away, right? It's a really easy to fulfill offer if you're a real estate agent. You just redirect them to your list of properties, and then you start finding. How many people think right now in chat that if they set this up, this split tested copy paste ad, that if they set this up, they could generate leads for less than $200? How many people think they could do that? Yeah, of course you could, because it's tested. It can get leads for $1 to $3 to $5. If it's getting $5 leads, you can tweak it. If it's getting $5 leads, all you do is you come back and you copy the ad and you change the photo. Change it to a brighter photo, a shocking photo, and then you see if that one gets a higher click-through rate, and then it'll lower your cost, right? You can generate leads this way. How many people think that if they followed this formula right now, that they could start generating leads? Put some ones in chat right now. Put some ones. Yeah, of course you could. It's copy paste simple, right? You can copy this ad of mine and you can go back and start generating leads now. So was that pretty cool? Did you guys enjoy that? Yeah, that's thanks. Like I'm really passionate about it because I see a lot of real estate agents in particular struggling to actually own their business. And that's something I'm really excited about helping them own their business and grow in a very sustainable, very good way, right? So the problem is that the internet is kind of like a giant minefield. There's tons of ways to like mess up this ad campaign. Like if you don't do those tips, if you don't use the 100% link to the right thing, you can really get lost out there. And just imagine for a second if you had the system that I was talking about, right? Easy Agent Pro used to just build lead sites. We used to just give people a product that helped them generate more leads online. It was a system that they could use squeeze pages and IDX to do similar things like what you just saw, right? And that was great. And we had a lot of success with that, and we still have a lot of people signing up for it. But what started to happen is every week, because we're generating 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 leads for ourselves for our product, people came to us and they're like, Tyler, I have a website. I have landing pages. I know I need to be on Facebook, but I don't know how to do it, right? I don't have the step-by-step, two-step system to make this work. I don't have resources to know how this do, and I don't need leads. I don't need a whole new website. I just need someone to show me exactly what to do, exactly what to put in place to get leads from the system I already had. So that's what we did. We built the perfect step-by-step system to be generating real estate leads. You can watch it on your phone. I've put together just so many videos showing people how to get leads, what gets people leads on lead sites. There are 9 ad formulas that you can follow. I showed you like just a sneak peek, and there's so many more. And all you do is copy paste the ads into your system, and you can start growing your business to 2K leads and beyond. And we priced it, we were debating what to price it at, right? So should we charge $1,000 for it? Should we charge $700? And there were so many people coming to us and they're like, I just paid for my website. I just paid for, my MLS license. I just paid for a year of KW training. What can you do? And so we priced it at a really reasonable rate of $399 for the complete guide. And for today only, for the first 25 people, we're going to actually give $200 off of that training. The first 25 people will get the course, get the complete guide, get our bonuses, have a money back guarantee, and it's only going to cost you right out of the gate $199. You can't get this anywhere else, right? Like, you just can't. It's someone who's set up, I've managed myself over $150,000 in Facebook ad spend. I've set up over 7,000 ads. I've done even more than that for clients. And I just really know how to generate leads for 50 cents to $3. And just think for a second how different your business would be if you could give Facebook $1 to $2 for leads, and then you could turn it with that chart into $200. How many tickets would you buy in your business right now if you could go out there and spend $1 and turn it into $200? Would you take bigger, better vacations? Would you take some time off? Like I said, we set this up, and then my wife and I went to Russia for 2 weeks and went to St. Petersburg. It was fantastic. That was like a year ago. That was last January. But agents with the leads are the ones that hire other agents. And for today, I'm giving you 50% off. So if you go to easyagentpro.com/FB, you can get the offer. It will automatically apply the coupon code. If it doesn't, the coupon code is NOW. It's now. And what you'll get is actually 3 free ebooks that are normally $50 to help you convert these leads. Like, we're so confident that these 9 formulas and so many videos are going to get you leads that we made an ultimate guide to copywriting, an ultimate guide to Facebook page management, and an ultimate guide to your real estate brand so that you can actually make those 3 things better once you get the leads. The first thing you're going to realize after you start getting these leads is that now I need like copywriting to convert them. Now I need to manage my Facebook page because there's so many people coming to my Facebook page. And so that's why we're including those 3 ebooks for free. It wasn't really some arbitrary thing. We feel like people need that. So we're giving you the $50 value with those ebooks, 50% off. Just go to easyagentpro.com/Facebook and apply the coupon code NOW. And we're so just sure that this will help you grow your business, that there's a 32-day money-back guarantee. Like, you're going to go out there after this, and if you don't get this course, you're going to go out there and you're going to try to set up that ad, right? Like I said at the beginning, go out there, get 200 leads today, right? That's your goal after this. Go out there, take that renter ad, get 200 leads with that, start investing in your business, start buying $2 tickets that turn into $200 paychecks, and you're probably going to fail with the first one. If you don't have a structure there, if you don't have someone guiding you, you're probably going to fail. Like I said, I was spending $10K a month and turning it into $5K. It was the worst business deal ever when I first started. I was turning $10K a month on Facebook into $5K every single month because I had no idea what was working. Zero idea. You need this course so that you don't do that. Like, if you go out there and pay someone to do that, it's going to be $500 just to manage it for you a month. And then they're the one who owns your business. You need to own your business. Today, for the training, it's 50%, it's $199. You can own your business and you can get started with very low risk of failing. It's literally a fraction of hiring someone to do that. You're not spending money. This is a 100% tax write-off. And let me just show you what it looks like here. I'm just going to show you. So here's a little bit of the course. It's called the attraction switch because you can start as tracking many leads as you want and stop worrying about chasing them. And there's so many videos in here. None of it is stuff that you saw on the blog. None of it's stuff that's been done by Easy Agent Pro before. And this is sort of what I want to get across to you right now, is that if you can generate leads, if you can generate emails and leads for people interested in real estate, you own the market where you are. You are literally the person in control of what you do, how you do it, and how fast you grow. If you outsource it to someone, if you pay someone to do it, you lose control of your business. That's why at Easy Agent Pro we never sell ad management, because you literally then are telling the person, yeah, I'm going to run your business for you. Right? And that's a terrible thing for them to ever give up. The best thing in the world is owning the ability to generate leads. So this is just Facebook ads made simple. We have a 32-day money-back promise. If you buy this in 32 days from now, just email me. You can see it's normally $3.99 with the link you clicked, or if you didn't click the link and you just came here like I did to learn, you can click enroll. And then there's a slot for the coupon code. You just put NOW. Let me just show you quick, NOW, and then you should be able to redeem that for, yep, there you go, $200 off. You can pay via PayPal, credit card, 32-day money back guarantee with this, and that's only today, right? That is only today. So basically, the question you've got to ask yourself, if you're on the fence right now, and I know there's probably questions, there's probably a lot of that going on. If you're on the fence right now, and I'll get to questions in a bit here, but if you're on the fence, this is going to give you copy-paste formulas with literal guides to what to do if they're getting you $5 leads instead of getting you $3 leads. Could you follow that formula of getting $3 leads and then working on getting that down? Could you follow it? There were literally someone standing there, literally watching someone who spent that much money, who went and learned it the hard day. Could you do that? Put a 1 in chat right now if you think that you could follow this formula, if it was all laid out for you and all you had to do was sit there and just follow it. Put a 1 in the chat right now. Yeah, it's just as simple as that, guys. You need to do this. Like I said, there's not many other things out there that you need to do. So we're going to go into some questions right now. I see a few of them popping up. Just some FAQs. Do you need landing pages? No. There's actually a beginner one in here that doesn't require landing pages. The first ad we have you set up, I think it's video 6 or 7. The first ad we actually walk you through setting up. No landing pages needed. Generate leads 100% on Facebook without landing pages. So you don't need to invest in a landing page software, and you don't need lead sites. This is not a pitch for lead sites at all. We're very, very cognizant of that. I want to stress that, like, I use lead sites, I use lead pages, and I use Instapage in this course. So you do not need lead sites. It's not going to pitch you lead sites at all. There's a bunch of stuff in there, and it works with a lot of it. All right, and so do I need to be in a big market? No, you don't. So we've been working with a lot of clients. Some are in Iowa, Wisconsin, some are in LA, New York. They get similar results. Some of our clients in bigger markets, the cost per lead is, that's why we always band with it. The cost per lead is usually double to triple what it is for the small markets. So it works in both sizes. You don't need to know Facebook stuff. Nope, don't really need to know it. We walk you through, the first 6 videos are walking you through the nuts and bolts in Facebook. If you do know a lot about Facebook, you can cut right to the advanced stuff. There's advanced and there's the middle of the road stuff. So we try to put a lot of stuff in there. It all comes down to a very simple clickable formula, and then on the landing page a very lead friendly formula. So that's what the course boils down to, and it's what it teaches you is how to do that in very, very, very specific ways. So we're gonna have someone answering the questions in chat as they pop up. I can't answer them on the fly like this. It's actually a lot to do to hold a presentation like this. So we'll have one of our, I think Alex on the chat today, answering those. So he'll be answering your questions there. Looks like we're getting close to them all being sold out. Looks like we're running out right now of the offers. So it will go back up. We feel like this in like a month or two is going to be something we're selling for $4.99. We're going to raise the price on it to $4.99. So it looks like we're almost sold out. Looks we got 20 people who've signed up today. So go ahead and get that. We're going to be shutting it down in just about two minutes here towards the end. So the course, and I can't stress this enough, guys. Like, I can't stress enough like how much value we've put into this course. The ebooks are there to help you convert the people. The slogans are there to help you with your branding. The Facebook guide is there. It's literally what you need today to get started on Facebook. I can show you the inside too a little bit here. Let me go back. I think it lets me log in here if I go back. See if it'll cooperate. I had to take that coupon off. Yeah, so it literally shows you, like, it's very easy to take. You can take your notes here. It works on desktop, works on tablet. Very easy to take, very like solid structure for you to use. So it's built for agents on the go. You can actually build a lot of these ads that we set up on your phone too. So if you're always on the go, it's set up for you that way. So looks like we just sold the last one with the discount. So if you haven't jumped off the fence right now, it would be a good time to do so. Go to easyagentpro.com/Facebook. I think we're going to wrap up the webinar. I've got to go and hop off this thing. So thanks for stopping by. Hope you found it valuable. Hope you learned something from the instruction. Really take that spreadsheet to heart. Really take that renter ad. Go out there and I challenge you to set up, whether you bought or not. If you bought, I challenge you to set up 2,000 leads in the next 30 days. And if you didn't quite buy, if you're not on the fence, go buy and then generate 200 leads in the next day. Email me your results. My email is tyler@easyagentpro.com. Email me all your results. I'm very interested in your success. So thanks for stopping by the webinar. Hope you had a good one. I'll see you in the next webinar. I'm going to hopping off right now.